Let's concentrate on the Chelsea game, okay? I'll chuck my 2 penneth worth in, then you can give your expert view. The difference I can see at the moment between the Chelsea of Lampard and the Chelsea of Thomas Tuchel at the moment seems to be maybe their build-up play seems to be a little bit quicker, a little bit prettier, and his in-game management is better. He made 2 subs, Rudiger and James coming on at half-time. So I think that's the major difference for Chelsea. What I will say in the game is that I think it underlines just how important VAR is. I know a lot of people hate it. I know you're not a fan of it. But
not at all.
In the first half, we had the Tammy incident. It looked like it was a penalty. When you see it from behind the goal, without a doubt, it's a penalty. It wasn't given. The Tammy goal, when I first saw it, I thought it was offside. Then, for some reason, I don't understand this, BBC took it upon themselves to draw lines on the image. You can't just draw lines like that. Yeah, I've talked to Hugh Wizencroft, who's been at the ground when they actually spend hours collaborating the pitch, and someone stands in the middle with like a pole, and they take a picture or they take a reading. Then he moves a foot along. They take another. You know, it's something that takes ages and ages to do, to collaborate, to get goal line, to get VAR technology working. I don't know how the BBC have even taken it upon themselves to draw lines on the screen and go, oh, he's on, or, you know, he would have been on.
It's handy to have a protector with you, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's... Yeah,
that little triangle.
Honestly, gang, pay no attention to what the BBC have done. I don't quite know how they've done that, but that's not 100% what they've done.
I'm not with you on the VAR shout. I thought it was a far better watch without VAR. I thought Martin Atkinson refereed the game really well.
But what about
penalty,
Barnsley would have gone through?
No,
that was a penalty.
But if you're not for VAR, you have to take these. Now, the penalty decision talked about with Sibic on Abraham, right? First looks in real time that looked like Sibic took the ball. Then in slow motion, you don't, and he just takes Abraham's foot before. It's a penalty, right? But because it's. You can understand why the referee didn't give the penalty. I'm in that school.
But it's wrong.
But football isn't exact science. It isn't. And VAR's been brought in, and it's getting involved in handballs. No one knows what it is. It's getting involved in offsides. Where
are you for goal line technology?
Because that's the only thing.
Well, hold on,
that's the only thing that is black and white.
But what's the difference between a ball you think going over the line but not, and a penalty not being given?
Because a penalty is still subjective.
Well, that wasn't tonight. That was definitely a penalty.
But there's been penalties.
I know that, but that tonight was 100% a penalty.
But you can understand in real time. I bet you if you ask Martin Atkinson, referee, if he'd rather referee like that or with VAR, he'd rather. When he's looking at it afterwards, I don't think he'll beat himself up going, I've had a major blunder there, right? And on the offside one you're talking about, that is very close either way, whether it's given or it isn't. And I'm for you go with, obviously, the linesman. They've got a difficult job. The BBC annoyed me a little bit because they were trying to prove that it was offside because of VAR. They were not having VAR.
But BBC don't have the facility to put lines on a screen.
But the narrative at first, wasn't it, from the commentators, and
it was
offside, right? Then it's proved that they're wrong. VAR brings far more negative stuff, in my opinion, than it does positive. We had Calvert-Lewin saying that he couldn't celebrate the equaliser at Old Trafford when it was 3-3 because he knew he hadn't handballed it, but was he offside? So players are now thinking, I can't celebrate. You lose that unadulterated joy